Well, let me tell you about my buddy Hilljack Bob. Bob ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. He's dumber than a box of rocks, bless his heart. Bob lost his job at the gas station. He forgot to put gas in the cars. Now Bob needs a new job, bad. I know, Bob says, I'll work at a theme park. Now Bob ain't one for fancy book learning. He barely graduated from the School of Hard Knocks. But he figures how hard can it be to run a ride? Little did Bob know, he was in for a wild ride. You see, Bob has this little issue, a smell issue. Let's just say he's got a face only a mama could love, and a smell that could knock a buzzard off a manure wagon. So Bob goes down to the local theme park, 6 Flags Over Your Grandma's House it was called. He walks into the manager's office, smelling like a mix of old gym socks and a wet dog. The manager, a skinny fella named Ernie, pinches his nose. "Can I help you?" he asks. "I'm here about the job," Bob says, grinning, showing off a smile that could curdle milk. Now, Ernie should have known better. But times were tough, and they were short on carnies. So, what did Ernie do? He hired Hilljack Bob. He figured, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, Ernie, you sweet summer child, you have no idea. Bob's first day on the job, he's assigned to the Raging Bullfrog, the park's biggest roller coaster. Problem is, Bob ain't never seen one of these things up close. He stares at all the levers and buttons like they're written in a foreign language. Which one makes it go?" Bob asks a fellow carny. The carny just shakes his head and walks away. Ain't nobody got time for that. So Bob starts pulling levers willy-nilly. The roller coaster starts and stops, goes backwards and even does a little jig. People are screaming, but not the fun kind of screaming. The smell of success, it ain't pretty. Now remember Bob's little smell issue? Well, out there in the hot sun working that roller coaster, Bob's personal aroma is reaching new heights. It's like a mix of hot garbage and a skunk that got run over by a cheese truck. Folks on the ride are holding their noses, some are passing out. One lady's wig even flew off. The complaints start piling up like dirty laundry in Bob's trailer. Ernie gets wind of the problem, literally. He storms over to the Raging Bullfrog, pinching his nose with one hand and waving a complaint letter with the other. "Fired! Bob's big stink cost him his job! Bob!" Ernie yells, his voice muffled by his hand. "What in tarnation is going on here?" "Just doing my job, boss," Bob says, beaming with pride. He wipes the sweat off his forehead and leaves a streak of dirt. Or maybe it was barbecue sauce. Who knows with Bob? That was the last straw. Ernie couldn't take it anymore. He grabbed Bob by the arm, led him to the gate, and pointed him towards the parking lot. "Bob," Ernie said, trying not to breathe, "you're fired, and go take a shower for the love of Pete." And that, my friends, is the story of how Hilljack Bob got fired from his job at the theme park. Remember, folks, hygiene matters. You might be dumber than a bag of hammers, but at least smell like you bathed this week.